now that we've gotten all that out of the way, these are the ones I'm using. I just wanted to show you guys my pen collection. Don't be afraid to get me more pens. Y'all know I like color. All right, so today is Wednesday. Let's figure out the colors that I used. That one. And purple. All right, today is Wednesday, April 1st. That's not a joke. First is not a date. So Wednesday, April 1st, and it is late. It is late because I have been online doing hours and hours and hours and hours of work. I'm not even kidding. I've literally been on my computer since... How long have I been on my computer? How long? Probably 10:30 this morning. I'm not even kidding. So aside from that, I hope you guys had a great day. And I'm going to do 2 videos tonight because I'm just going to knock them out. Because tomorrow we got an announcement to make. So please make sure that you are following the channel and getting updates as they go. It looks like Mr. Jensen is beating all of my views multiplied by multiple numbers cubed because he's more important than I am. But that's okay. I don't want his job. Ever. Never. Okay, so let's get started with what we're doing in ELA. ELA, we are continuing with Maniac McGee. And we are doing chapters 42 through 43 tonight. These were good chapters. I really liked yesterday's chapters because I feel like we saw another side of Mars Bar, and now we're also going to see another side of him if you did the reading already, which is really sad. So I did not just choke up. I did not. I've not gotten too emotional reading this book, but this is what we are focusing on today. Let's get out the book. Boop. So if you have been doing your reading, you should have these 2 sections done, and you should also have this one done. But yesterday we looked at cause and effect. I have 2 causes here. I'm not going to do a 3rd one because y'all could just be copying me, but I know you wouldn't do that. I've been pointing over here at the camera. The camera's right here. Not over there. Oh God, okay, it's just a moth. Never mind. Okay. Making sure that you guys can see this. Oh no. There, that's better. Okay. So one of the causes that I found was that there was no one to take care of the Russell boys. The Russell boys are the ones that are always trying to run away, and Maniac's convincing them that they have to stay and that they need to go to school. So Maniac felt the need to stay and help them be good. Obviously, Maniac is a good kid. For somebody who has really had no guidance in his life, he's a really good boy. All right. Maniac took Mars Bar to the Pickwell's house for dinner. And the Pickwells were actually kind to him, and they wanted to know more about him. So he wasn't just a kid from the east side. He was a kid who, you know, had a different color skin, but they wanted to get to know him. So what other example happened in those 2 chapters from yesterday? Think about it. All right, and today's skill is theme. Theme. So what is the theme? A theme is a central message of a novel that is typically short and points in 1 to 3 words, or short and to the point in 1 to 3 words. So think back across the book. What was the theme of this story, and explain your answer. Wow, you would think that would have been like the last one. So 1 to 3 words. What's the theme? I guess it's really what the theme is so far. And then make sure that you have text evidence. They don't give you all these lines to put 1 to 3 words. All right? More than 1 to 3 words, okay? So I'll have an example up tomorrow, but I'm not going to do that today. So just thinking back across the book, it doesn't have to be just about these chapters that we just read. So what is the theme of the story so far? Think about stuff that we've discussed in class before. Think about what you guys know of the stuff that we learned about last month or 2 months ago now in February. And think about that. Think about how things have changed, not just from the past 3 weeks. Oh, Lordy. And then our word of the day. Woddeth. I should have capitalized that D. Anyway, is surge. Wait. And in 1 to 3 words and cite evidence. Remember to use quotations when you're citing evidence and the page number that you found it on, please, so that when I look at them, I can give you full credit. Also, guys, please, I need you guys to start sending me those. I've probably gotten about 5 of you, which is great. You guys can send them to me through the Remind app. You don't have to text them to me. I know some of you guys don't have phones, which is fine. You don't need a phone. You don't got a job. Most of you don't got a job where you pay taxes. But anyway, that's aside the point. Math today, we are still focusing on the review. Let's open her up. Yesterday we did integers and graphing, plotting points, and then finding the area and perimeter, which make sure that you know how to find perimeter because that's coming later. I don't want to have too much fun with you guys right now. So we got review. And we got ratios, rates, / unit rates. And then we get fractions, decimals, percents. I'm just gonna shorten that, and percent of a number. Okay. So ratios, remember we have multiple ways of doing ratios. We can have it in a fraction. We can have it in a, what else can we have it in? Fraction. We got A and B, and then we got A to B. You guys see that? Y'all see that? Yeah, y'all got it. Okay. I swear I don't really grunt like that all the time. Just sometimes when I'm hurting. Okay. So rate and unit rate. So the example that they gave us is 125 over 4. So this was miles over hours. So if I wanted to convert that, what number always has to be at the bottom of a unit rate? 1 yo, because we're trying to find out how many per. Remember, that's the key word, per. Still important to know that. Okay, so remember all this is, guys, it's just a fraction bar. You're just dividing. 31.25 miles per hour, per kilometer, per Instagram post. I don't know. Oh, guys, I broke down. I'll tell you in a minute. Fractions, same thing as rates in a sense, but you guys have to understand that, say it's asking you to convert. Let's do, I don't know. Let's just do a simple one. 50 over 100. That's a fraction. And then if I simplify, wow, I need to go back to school. 50, I get 1/2. Super simple, right? As a decimal, this is 0.5, not 0.05. Why is that? Because that's 5. Don't do that. Don't do it. Please don't do that. This is the correct answer. And it's a percent. Remember, all we got to do is move it over the amount of zeros that we have. Oh, look, it's a happy face. Flip. We go 1, 2, and then that would give us, so if I went 0.5, and I know there are 2 zeros when I have the 100, I go 1, 2, I put a 0, put that there. This would be 50%. Okay. I know we kind of struggled with this when we did it, but y'all can do it. I believe in you. Get some of that reviewing. And then I think this is going to be the most difficult one because when it's asking us to find percent of a number, we have to know, so the example it gives us is 18% of 40. So I'm going to make it even easier. Watch. So I have 18% of 100. Well, that's easy enough. If I did 0.18 and then I multiplied that by 100, well, how many zeros are there? 1, 2. Okay, so to turn this into a percent, I go to the right and I go 1, 2 because there are 1, 2 zeros. So 1, 2, this would be 18%. That only works with zeros, okay? It only works in values of tens. So this would not work like that. So in this case, I need to convert this to a decimal. So I need to move it over 2 places. So 1, 2, because this is still technically 18 over 100. Okay. Yo, leave me alone. Okay. So 0.18 times whatever this number means. So of means to multiply. Yo, means to multiply. Yo, 8.18 times 40 equals, I would use a calculator for that because I can't think. My brain. Anyway, I know that that's the answer because that's the example it gave us. Okay, so 7.2. Just remember, you can only do the little blip thing, the little kitty face, bloop, bloop, blip. You can only do the blip if you have in denominators of tens. So 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a lot more, as long as they're only in values of 10. Okay, so let's close that up. And that's what you're going to work on tonight. And so for the other portion, you're still continuing to work on your project. Okay, please work on your Egypt project because they need to get done. All right, y'all can make pyramids. You can, let's see, what else? You guys can do the Nile. Let's do it in a pretty color. Okay, you can talk about the importance of the Nile River to the Egyptians. All right, it's all up to you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that what you're doing is incorrect as long as it relates to something involving Egypt, okay? I'll even be a little more lenient with you guys. If you want to all of a sudden change your idea about what you're doing, Lord knows I've done that to where I'm just like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And I've changed my mind, and this is why I have no partners. But if you guys want to do that, fine. Just let me know. Don't wait until the last minute and be like, oh, I never started Miss R. I can't, I don't, I can't, I didn't, oh, what? I had no idea. Like, yeah, you did. You did, you did, you did, you did, you did. Okay? But all you got to do is just let me know. Let me know if you need anything, all right? Because I'm trying to stay positive. Gotta stay positive. Just let me know if you need help. I'm gonna draw a camel. These camels are in the desert. Aviana, are you proud of my camel? Look at that camel. I got mad skills with camels, I guess. Camels have tiny ears. Loop. Anyway, so there's my camel. And he's only got 1 hump. So, yeah, make sure you're working on your Egypt project. And remember, you will need the written portion and the project. Okay, remember the written portion can be whatever you're writing about, but I wouldn't even mind if you did like a diorama. You want to draw a really pretty picture and you want to write up something really fancy. You want to do a little 3D diorama. I saw some really cool ways to do that, and all you need is some cardboard and some paint and tape, and you're all set. It's actually really neat. I might look into it just because. No bleeding. Look at that. So cool. All right. So, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I've just been super busy. Make sure you guys are working on your quill. Quill, 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 quill. Get that done. Get that done. But really, there's nothing else going on. My school's not canceled. Mrs. R is still in session. I'm still schooling. In school. You know what that means? Might need to video tape. Yep. For real. I might need to do a videotape, guys, because I have 2 options, and the other option I don't even want to think about because it's not even like my school is on top of their game. So, be a dear like I know you all are and help me out. You guys don't all have to do it. I shouldn't have told you that, but I would really appreciate it. The more the merrier. And just please, it would be great. I'd really appreciate it. So I'm going to record for tomorrow and just get that uploaded tonight because I've just been really slacking with doing this. And we got some news for you tomorrow, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. I love you all. Miss you. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay humble. And you guys are awesome. All right. Bye.